Greetings everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Cecilia, but I go by the name CeeChronicles on most of my social media platforms. So thank you very much for coming and joining me today. If you're new on this channel, my content is mostly fragrance reviews. I do fashion videos as well as lifestyle videos. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, please do click that red subscribe button and join this family. And to my returning subscribers, I'd like to say thank you very much for coming back. You're most definitely welcome. I appreciate you patronizing this channel all the time. I am bringing you a fragrance review video. It's not one fragrance in front of me. I've got 8 fragrances in front of me, or is it more? I'm not sure. I've got fragrances in front of me. Okay. I thought to do this video for people that may be interested in the Avroy Shlain, okay, Avroy Shlain fragrances, okay. Avroy Shlain is a South African based company. It was founded in 1973, I believe, by a couple. If it's not a couple, then it's maybe siblings. Avroy and Beryl Shlain, they founded that company, and they do cosmetics, they do perfumes as well, and they do skincare products. So it's a company that is widely represented in Africa. So I thought, I will have a fair audience that want to know about some of the fragrances that they have. Okay, I grew up using some Avroy Shlain perfumes. I can safely say I've used most of them, okay, but what I have in front of me here is just a few that my daughter has. So she's the one who actually came to me and said, "Mom, do you want to do a review of my Avroy Shlain fragrances?" These fragrances are affordable. Most of them will range between the $30 and the $50 mark. They come in like gift packs or gift sets or something like that. So yeah, she has a few. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the ones I have. Although I have used, I'd say basically most of them. For those who'd want an in-depth or an extension of this video, do let me know in the comment section if you want me to tell you about the other ones that I don't have right in front of me. But as for today, I'm going to talk about the ones I have, okay? So I'm going to start with this one. It's called Isara or Isara. I don't know how that is supposed to be pronounced, but this is an EDP, okay? If you're not new to my channel, you know that I always talk about this. I have a couple of backups of it. This comes in a 30 ml. I don't know if they've since made a bigger bottle. Isara, okay, by Avroy Shlain it's like a sweet coconut orange lily fragrance. It's one of the best they have, okay, at least according to me. It's got some peach in there, some rose, some orange blossom, and some amber and vanilla. That is the note composition. This is like a slightly sweet, smooth coconut mixed with citruses and some warm amber. Okay, this is not your typical freshie. This is like a thick fragrance. The lily here makes it it makes it really thick. Okay, it's a beautiful fragrance overall. It gives me this like a goddess kind of vibe. So I like this one. Okay, and let me mention, lilies, are not the same from one fragrance to the other. So that's why I said the lily in here. This is definitely my favorite. Okay, but these fragrances, I'm doing them in no particular order. This I give a 10 out of 10. I'm not rating them, but I'm just going to tell you, just before I get this one out of the way, this is one of the best out there. It gives me like the Guerlain terracotta kind of vibes. These summer vibes. If you want, a more if you want to know what scent profile this is. Okay, so that is out of the way. The second one I'm going to tell you about is this one. It's called Awakenings. Okay, Awakenings. There's some print there, but I've failed for the life of me, to read what that print says. Okay, Awakenings. And for those who wanted to know how the lasting power for Isara is, it's like a 9-10 hour fragrance for me. So that one is really well made. Okay, now Awakenings is this one. Okay, this is like a grapefruit lemon with some clementine fragrance. And that's what you get in the top. It also has like some freesia and some flora, and then it dries down to a powdery musk with some amber in there. This is like a fresh aromatic citrusy fragrance. Okay, this to me, I'd say is unisex, although this I think is marketed for women. This is unisex to me. There's a lot of lemon here mixed with the clementine, okay, and because of that clementine, it gives off like a cold, fresh, crisp, almost citrusy easy scent, with a touch of florals. It's a non-offensive summery scent which dries down, powdery. It's almost aquatic. So that's why I say this is, to me, definitely, unisex. Okay. Number 3 I'm going to talk about is this one, Bahati. Okay. For people who know these fragrances, or this particular company, this is also one of the popular ones, Bahati. Okay. This is an EDP. I've got papers here where I've written which is which, because I sprayed them before, but I'm spraying them again just to make sure that I have like the initial blast of it. This has got like some apple and some peach. In the heart it's got rose and it's got some jasmine. Okay, and then it dries down to like a vanilla, almost woodsy, like a musky fragrance. Okay, this is like a sweet floral, like a juicy musky scent. Okay, I think this is the dominant note in here. It must be jasmine, because it's got like a really the jasmine in here, the floral is really like in the forefront. You can actually that's what you'd get the most, in case you've used this or you were wondering what this is about. Okay, there is like a slight woodiness as well that comes in with a very faint peach, which I did say is there in the top, and some apple. Okay, and then it's got like something that feels a bit soapy somewhere there in the background. This is really crowd pleasing. You get yourself a good 7 hours out of this fragrance. And yeah, it is one of the most popular ones, if I'm not mistaken, and perhaps one of my favorites. These, like I said, they are my daughter's. They're from my daughter's collection, but you can also see how much she's used this. I've gone through 2 bottles of this, or 3, if I'm not mistaken. This was actually my favorite. This was my favorite before this one, and that was because I think this one came after this one. So that was Bahati for you. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my number 4. My number 4 is this one, Black Diamond Premium Noir. Okay, Black Diamond Premium Noir. This company comes, they also do these sprayers, so like I said, the company itself sells really affordable fragrances. They have representatives in the greater part of Africa, where you join in and all that sort of thing, and then you can sell some of these products. But what I like about their fragrances, the other reason why I did bring this, is they're not exactly dupes of anything really, or at least in my fragrance experience. It's easy. In most cases, companies come up with, or companies, are established, or perfume companies, and then you realize all they're doing really is cloning or duping, or doing inspired buys. This particular company really, most of them I cannot liken to anything. I can just speak of them, on an individual basis. Okay, so Black Diamond Premium Noir. Okay, this was also a favorite of mine. Okay, you get 5-6 hours from this fragrance. All right. This one has like some raspberry at the top. It's got like some lychee and some apple. And then it goes in the heart of it. There is some rose there and some jasmine and freesia. And then it's got like a vanilla base with some musk. Okay, this is like a playful raspberry with some lychee. At the top of this fragrance is really fruity, followed by that really thick rose and like a clean freesia. Okay. The cleanliness of the freesia gives it like an effervescent feel. So this is like a playful, really bubbly feel, fragrance rather. If looking at the noir part of it, like the black bottle, noir means black. Okay, you would almost be drawn to thinking that this is like a night scent. This does work for both day and night. Okay, I think it's just that playful, cleanliness, the effervescent freesia that gives it like a day and night kind of vibe. So you can really transition from day to night wearing this one. This is not like going to be your thick, strictly night fragrance. So yeah, this is another beautiful one. And like I said, unfortunately, I cannot liken these ones to anything really. But in terms of, let me see, just trying to see what scent profile I can liken this to. No, I wouldn't even liken this one to, maybe Prada Candy Night, okay? But not a dupe. I'm just talking about the scent profile in case you really want to know. Maybe the Prada Candy Night, but there's no chocolate in here. So this really does have like the raspberry. It's not like in your black opium kind of family or whatever it is. This is just like one gorgeous fragrance on its own. I'm going to tell you my recommendations after this video. Okay, my number 5 is going to be this one, Inspired Dreams. Okay, I have like a can spray of this as well. So this Inspired Dreams, let me spray it here. This fragrance, believe it or not, okay, I really dislike the tackiness of this bottle. This, I think, feels so tacky. Even my daughter doesn't like this, and she's only 14. This, to me, appears so tacky. And I think they did some injustice here. For the fragrance, it didn't deserve this. This is one of their, good ones as well, with a 7-8 hour lasting power. I get like an energetic, fresh, bubbly, almost soapy, aquatic scent here. It does have some syntheticness, okay, but it has like a lot of fruity undertones, something maybe that I attribute to maybe some fig. I don't know, something really, a pretty fruit here comes through, a really juicy one, but I don't know, it could be apple, but something in here, there is like a distinct pretty, or a distinct standard, like a fruit that is really standing out here, that is coming across to me as though it's some fig. Okay, I tried to get the notes for this one, I couldn't find them, but if you can look past the bottle, this is one of their really good ones. This is not particularly aquatic, it's fresh, it's bubbly, but it's not your typical aquatic ones. Based on the bottle, one might be drawn to thinking it could be one of those light blue kind of thing. No, this one is really different. It's really gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna move on to my number 6. Okay, number 6 is going to be this one. She doesn't have this one in the bottle, but I'm going to insert the bottle. She's got this one in this spray can. This one's called Coppelia. There is, I think, a night version of it, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, this is definitely one of their really thick ones. Okay, the top here has got some bergamot, some mandarin, okay, some tagettes, I think. Okay, and then it's got the orange flower in there. It's got some jasmine and some tuberose as well in the mid, and it's got some violets and some cyclamen. I did explain what cyclamen was in the previous video, or 2 videos before this one, in case you were wondering. Okay, it does have some sandalwood and some cedarwood and some amber and musk in the dry down. So this is like a really pungent fragrance. I think the pungent, this is a pungent one due to the tagettes here. Okay, the tagettes here is really strong. Okay, so Coppelia will give you like a vintage feel. It's got some slight grassy greenness to it, maybe because of the violets or something. Something here feels a bit grassy, a bit green, but it's not a green fragrance. Okay, it feels really exotic, but really like mature. Like, I see like a lady with a silk blouse and ruffled, collar, wearing this one. And this one is definitely one that I think would be, I think it transitions as well, safely from day to night, although some might look at this as a strictly night scent. Okay, so that was Coppelia. You do get your 8 to 9 hours longevity in here. The next one I'm going to talk about is this one. This is called Red Summer. They do have another red, which is more thicker and more deeper than this one. This is like the lighter EDT, I wouldn't say version, because the two of them are really different. I've used the other red. The other red was like a really thick, concentrated one. This is like a summery, light, really light fragrance. I mean, for the sort of person that really doesn't want their fragrance to be like right there. It is really aquatic as well, and this is one that my daughter likes as well. And this works. This is really good in the heat. All right, so I'm gonna spray this one. Unfortunately, the longevity for this one sucks. Okay, you do get like your 4 or 5 hours, but it really like gives you those watery notes, really watery notes, as though you could drink it. Okay, it's like so it feels like something that could quench your thirst, and that is because there is tangerine here. Okay, and then some lemon and some orange, and that's the top. So the top is really citrusy, and this is why it gives you like that thirst quenching kind of vibe where you feel as though you want to drink it, or it's like some juice that you could really just gulp on when you were really thirsty. Okay, and then the mid has got some pink pepper and some rose, so there's going to be some spiciness going on there in Red Summer. Okay, and then the base is ambery, musky, and there's some vanilla there. Okay, so this is like a light, spicy, citrusy, feminine scent. Ideal for hot weather, like I said to you before. And you know, it is like a cheerful fragrance, a fragrance that will remind you of Christmas, or you know, like a really cheerful occasion, you know, going to the beach or something. It's really crispy and clean. So this is Red Summer, and like I said, you get 4 or 5 hours out of it. The last one I'm going to talk about is After Midnight. Okay, After Midnight, she doesn't have the one in the glass, so I'm going to spray this one. I do know that, you know, the interpretation of the spray cans and the glass, the spray cans and this is quite different, but you know, that is only like in the opening, but then after that it just dries down to the same thing basically. So for those who might be worried about, oh, why she you know, showing us spray cans, and then that's just, you know, in the opening there is a bit of some difference there because obviously of the preservation and whatever, but the scent is going to start is going to interpret to the same thing. Okay, so this is After Midnight. Okay, right, that is After Midnight. After Midnight is I think the most complex of the ones I've spoken about here. This you get 8 to 9 hours, even 10 hours out of this. Okay, this has got like some ylang in there. It's got some midnight jasmine. It's got you know, the base of this fragrance is vanilla. So this is like an oriental fruity floral that is like earthy. Okay, and this fragrance is rich, it's deep. This is why I said it's one of the complex ones out there, or of the ones I've shown you today. It's complex, almost like the other red that I was talking about, that they have like a rich red with like a lot of a really thick red. Okay, this one has got like that slightly sweet, almost rubbery feel to it, and then it's got that ylang. Okay, and then the jasmine in here really stands out. All right, and it's definitely one fragrance that I'd say is ideal for nighttime. All right, this one I'd say is ideal for nighttime, unless you are in a cold weather country where, you know, if you wear it in the cold, it's not a problem. In the daytime, it's one that might really, you know, quickly choke people. It does give me, it's not in the same fragrance family, but it's one of those that feels, you know, or you know, that feels like how Alien would feel, you know, the thickness of Alien, the jasmine, the way the jasmine is done there in Alien, something like that. There's something really thick in here, and something that is really, my nose doesn't interpret this one as light. So yeah, that is what I had for you in terms of Avroy Shlain products. Okay, as I said in the beginning of this video, this is not a sponsored video. I'm just bringing these fragrances to you because I enjoy, you know, talking about fragrances, and I like reviewing them for you. And if it's going to help you in terms of costs, you know, to maybe watch some of these videos before you make a decision, you know, all the better. Avroy Shlain, you know, they have sort of like the same principle as Avon, but this is a different company altogether. The good thing about them, like I said, is their fragrances are not necessarily clones of anything really. You know, they're doing like their own creations, or at least as far as I'm concerned. I've used Endangered. There's one called Endangered. Okay, that one I can liken maybe to Angel. The original Angel, but it's not the same. It's like with the same profile, like within the same fragrance family, but not exactly the same. You know, that's why I like about their fragrances. They've got one called JS, and a lot more, and like I said in the beginning of the video, if you want me to do an in-depth, you know, or rather an extension of this video, but without the fragrances, because I've since let go of most of them except for the ones my daughter has in her collection, I can gladly, you know, bring them to you as long as you're comfortable, you know, with me bringing them without the actual you know, fragrances themselves. This is a South African based company, you know, that was founded in 1973, and it's in existence until this day. and they keep on making more fragrances. So for those who, found this video useful, please let me know in the comment section. Do consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed. Turn on post notifications so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. If you liked this video, please show some love by liking. To those who want to dislike, I know there are some that may not like this video. You can do the same. It's it works the same way with the algorithm. So if we YouTubers come and say like, comment, whatever, and if you like the video, do like it. If there's something you don't like about the video, let me know in the comment section, and then, I can see where I can improve in the future. Okay, so yeah, this is what I had to say about this Avroy Shlain company. My name is CeeChronicles. I did bring you, I did say I was going to show you my favorites. My favorites are obviously Isara, the Bahati, this one, Inspired Dreams, and this one, and this is in no particular order, but these are the ones I feel if you buy you would not be disappointed, especially this one. This is really well made. I hope they're now making it in a bigger bottle. Okay, so yeah, CeeChronicles is my name. Stay blessed, and remember remember smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.